Good evening. Is in my imagination? Does this look blurry? Well, we're stuck with what we have. What's that saying? You go to war with what you have. All right. Tonight we're going to talk about another shoplifting incident. This is when I used to work at the DVA clothing store at the Saugus Square One Mall, and I want to throw out a plug. They actually have a store in Revere, DV8 Boutique. So go on the internet. One of these girls that like to dress up pretty nice. Get some nice clothing there. All right, so this is at the Saugus Square One Mall, like around 2004 or 5 ish. So my job was to catch shoplifters, obviously. I only worked like 3 days a week, like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I worked cheap, but I would get money from the shoplifters. We would sue them once we caught them. We got their address, and we would sue them. Anything from like $250 to $300 up to $500. And believe it or not, a vast majority of them paid. So, anyways, my job, like I said, was to catch shoplifters. Well, there was one time I was painting the bathroom. I don't know why I was painting the bathroom, but I was. Well, in that time, a pair of jeans ended up being stolen. So I look at the videotape, and sure enough, this girl, she came in, walked right in, front table, looked around, took some jeans, rolled them up, right out the door. So the owner's daughter was all over me like a cheap suit. She's like, "Isn't that in your contract?" Like that. I was like, "Yeah." So I did a police report for a past larceny. Saugus police showed up, they took the report, but now I have a police report number and I have a video. 3 months later, I'm talking to the owner's daughter. We're just shooting the shit. I look outside the store. Who fucking walks by? It's the girl. I'm like, Andrina, that's the girl. So I go, I'll be right back. So I did a stop, even though it was like months later. It was like for $69 jeans. I went there, I had an identification. I showed it, and I go, hi. I go, I'm going to apprehend you for shoplifting at DV8. She goes, DV8? I didn't even go in that store. I go, what, today? She goes, yeah. I go, yeah, but 3 months ago you did. And her husband was there, or the boyfriend. And he's just looking at me. Now, usually, if you're not guilty, your boyfriend or your husband will stick up for you. Then the girl says to me, oh, that was my twin sister. And I'm like, just shut the fuck up. I have a police report on this. So if you want to make it, the hard way, the easy way is come in, I'll do paperwork, you pay for the jeans, and then I'm going to give you a civil, and you can be on your way. And she's like, okay. So I was like, ah. So they come in, I do the paperwork, she shows the ID, and she's like, that was really my sister, but, I'll take the blame for it. And I go, save it. So I did the paperwork, we got the money for the jeans, and then we sued her for $250, and she paid that, and that was it. But here's the funnier part about this story. So I was taking the videos from videos and putting them on DVDs, and that case came up, and I'm watching it. Her coming in, stealing it. And then I look outside. You're not going to believe it. She really did have a twin sister. She was like right at the door, and I'm like looking. Identical twin sister. The girl wasn't lying. So I think I got the right one because she would have said that right off the bat. I mean, like kicking and screaming, this and that. But funny story though, yeah. So that's the shoplifting story for tonight, and whatever. I'd show you Stinky, but Stinky's out. Oh, actually, Stinky's ready to come in. Actually, let's get Stinky in. All right, Stinky, come on. Let's go. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yep. Good old Stinky. I can't stand it. Look at his tongue. She always does this. Oh, why do you put it back in for?